What is going on, guys? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the secondaries on Black Ops 3 and which one's a little more beneficial to be able to use, whether you're just trying to use it as a secondary or if you're trying to use it as a primary. Hopefully by the end of the video you have been able to pick the gun that you want to use. A lot of these videos that I make are honestly personal preference, but I try to break them down and look at some of the obvious and flaws and random things about the guns that hopefully will help you make the better decision in your case. So the gun that I pick overall, and I want to let you know now that I'm not going to be adding in the pistol, the original one-shot pistol, just because I don't really think it stands a chance when it goes up against the RK5 or the LCAR 9. But I want to let you know now that I did pick the LCAR 9 as the best secondary weapon to use, and I want to give you a couple reasons why I picked that and why I didn't pick the RK5. The first thing about the RK5 is the range. Wasn't a big fan of the range. Now, obviously, range is going to be a problem when it comes to secondaries. That's how it's always been, even back on Black Ops 2. We had basically the exact same weapons, the 3-round burst B23R, and then the automatic, whatever it was called back on Black Ops 2. But they were both pretty decent, and they worked out pretty well, but the range has always been a problem and probably will always be. But the range for the RK5 was worse than the LCAR 9, and that's one of the reasons that I picked the LCAR 9 over top. Another problem that I see, and I don't necessarily see it as a problem, just something, it's just kind of a thing that leans me against it, it would be the 3-round burst. And for those of you that don't know, all I use on Black Ops 3 is the XR2, and when I'm not using that, I'm using the M8. So all I use is 3-round burst weapons, but again, my play style is more of a defensive. Like, I mean, I am running into their spawn, don't get me wrong, I do rush a lot, but I'm kind of like a rushy defensive person. Like, I camp spawn, if that makes any sense. But I use 3-round burst all the time, that's what I'm trying to say, so that you don't think that I just absolutely hate 3-round burst and think it all sucks. But the thing about secondary is because the range is so bad, the 3-round burst is just going to make it that much more difficult, which is just really annoying. You know, you already have these problems of not enough ammo, and the range being horrible and the damage not being as good as a submachine gun normally. A 3-round burst just kind of adds to the difficulty, which makes it a little more difficult to use, obviously. The last thing is the recoil. RK5's got some pretty bad recoil, just like the B23R back on Black Ops 2. That's always been a problem, and that's just kind of a small minor thing that I picked out to lean me toward the LCAR 9. But let's talk about the LCAR 9 and why I like that gun. Now, it's automatic. Obviously, we just talked about the 3-round burst situation. I like that it's automatic. It does have a little bit more ammo, which makes it, you know, that much better, I guess. It does have decent range. Now, again, like I was just saying, the secondaries, they have crappy range, but the LCAR 9 has better range than the RK5 does, which actually comes in pretty helpful or handy. And the last thing is that it holds more ammo, it was just literally what I was just talking about with the RK5 not having as much ammo. So let's talk about the class that is probably the best for you to use. That's probably why you clicked on this video, and that is the LCAR 9 with extended mags for sure. And before I even say the rest, extended mags is a must. You gotta have extended mags, because like I've said 14 times in this video, the ammo is just ammo depletion like crazy, because it doesn't hold that many bullets and it takes more to kill people because it's not your average submachine gun. So you gotta run extended mags. Even if you decide to use that RK5, you gotta run extended mags as well, just because it's a secondary. And then the second attachment that you can use is either FMJ or high caliber. I personally like using FMJ just because I feel like I'm not always aiming for the head. If I do run high caliber, I feel like I have to aim for the head all the time, and then I miss a lot of shots. Whereas FMJ, it's kind of just wherever, you know, if someone gets stuck behind a wall or whatever's going on, I just feel like FMJ comes in a little more handy. But honestly, it's whatever you want to use. Any of the other ones really don't matter. The reason I like using FMJ / high caliber is because the secondaries are normally not that good at killing people, because obviously they're not submachine guns. So with those extra attachments, it just helps it out, makes it that much better. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know we talked a lot about some basic stuff and some basic like ammo and recoil and stuff, but hopefully this was able to help you guys out when picking out the submachine or the secondary weapon that you guys actually want to use. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.